For me, the critical thinking curriculum was probably the most important part of the honors program. As a freshman, I was kind of thrown into a whole new environment, all these new people around me with pressures of classes and joining new groups, extracurricular activities. But the critical thinking curriculum really stood out. At first, I didn't really know what I was getting into. Everyone kind of had rumors about, oh, this is the hardest class you'll take in the program, and my sister had taken the class as well, and so she had warned me about it. But when I got into class, I had the class with I had the class with Paul Moore, and at first we just really threw around ideas, and whenever he mentioned a topic, we would also discuss it as a class, and the whole feel of the class was really discussion-based. And we had this analogy of riding the bus, and sometimes you'd be towards the end of the bus and some students might even fall off, but you can get back on the bus and just keep rolling with these ideas of critical thinking. So I definitely stayed on the bus the entire time, and for me, I didn't struggle at all in the class, and all of the rumors that people had told me about it being difficult and hard really didn't come true. I loved the course. I learned a whole new way of thinking, and instead of just accepting other people's opinions or things I read in print materials or video materials or on the news, I started to evaluate everything around me. So when I learned of a new current event issue, instead of taking the stance of Stephen Colbert or The Daily Show, I kind of made up my own mind about it. And I always supported my decisions and opinions with evidence, which I think is exactly what the critical thinking curriculum taught me to do. Another part of critical thinking that I really liked was the bonds that our class shared. Just going through the curriculum together and spending so much time together and really feeling comfortable with sharing our ideas with each other. We all got really close. And people say that you don't meet new friends in your classes, but that's not true. That may be the only class that I've had that may be the only class that I've had with those students, but I still keep in touch with almost the entire class. And we took the class together in the fall of 2007, and in the spring semester, we all were kind of communicating over Facebook and email and decided to get together and have a little reunion, which was really fun. And we all talked about how much we missed critical thinking and how we needed to continue throwing ideas around and talking about things together. So we definitely had a really cool bond that I haven't experienced in a lot of my other classes. Paul Moore was our professor for that class, and he's been a really unique influence in my life. Instead of treating him as just a professor or someone that I've had a class with, we've kind of developed like a professional relationship too. And Skyler Rogers and I, another student from critical thinking, we've been having lunch with him throughout the years now, and we'll meet every couple of weeks and just have lunch together in the union, and we'll talk about current events and things that are going on in campus even, and really try to reinforce our critical thinking about it. Because through the crazy weeks and all my classes and things like that, it's hard to keep critical thinking on my list of priorities. But just having those friendly, casual lunches actually allowed me to bring critical thinking into a conversation, which was really unique and really fun too. One kind of funny thing that we did, I mentioned the riding the bus analogy that Paul used in class. Well, as a gift to him for keeping us all on the bus, we got him a plastic bus around this big, and we signed it, and so it's sitting in his office now. You could even go check it out, and it's just kind of a reminder of the great time we shared and all we learned from critical thinking together. This will be my third year in the honors program, and as a junior, it's about the perfect time to start thinking of what I want to do for my honors project. And in honors, you have to fulfill so many credits of taking other classes and different genres and courses, and now I've pretty much fulfilled all those requirements besides the honors project. And the honors project is going to be a really great opportunity for me to kind of have the opportunity to take some in-depth research in whatever kind of topic I want. And since I'm an English literature major, I'll be studying something that I'm really interested in with that, which I haven't decided yet. But with the honors project, I'll have the help of advisors, and with the honors project, I'll have the help of advisors, and I'll get to take a chance and look into a subject with a lot of depth, and I can put creativity in the mix and pretty much do whatever I want. every year the program showcases some of the honors projects, and it's a really cool way to see what other people are interested in and learn from their research too. Right now I'm sitting in the Honors Loft, and the Honors Loft has been a really great space for me to hang out in the school year. Since I'm a commuter, it's been a really kind of home away from home feel. I can come here and study, hang out. It's not a totally quiet space, which I like because I can't study when it's totally quiet. But here I can kind of hang out, bring my laptop. There's even a TV if you want to watch a movie or get together with some friends. And another really cool thing about the Loft is the original artwork that's hanging all around the walls. And this is something that I haven't done yet, but before I graduate, I will. And you don't need to be an artist or an art major to do so. You can just pick up a canvas and some art supplies and paint whatever you want. So it's definitely on my to-do list still before I graduate with honors. Last summer, I was an honors orientation leader for the program during move-in weekend for the freshmen. It was a really fun way for me to kind of give back to the program and volunteer some time. Even though it was only 3 days, I really did feel like I was doing my part to give back a little bit. I loved it. I don't know if everyone feels this way, but just the opportunity to meet new people of all sorts was really unique for me. I really enjoyed just getting to know the freshmen and sharing anything from advice to experiences and funny stories with them. We had an evening social on Sunday night, and I played euchre and hearts with a bunch of the new students, and it was just a cool way to get to know the new incoming honors students. So if you want to know how to give back, there's other programs like being an honors ambassador or an honors orientation leader that you could do as well, which are really rewarding and fun too. Peer facilitating is another option to give back to the honors program, and it's a unique way for you to get some teaching experience and leadership experience too. I'll be peer facilitating for critical thinking in the fall with Alan Emery, who's been one of my English professors throughout the years. It's really great to get to know honors faculty members. We have a really great relationship where he values my input as much as I value learning new things from him. So this fall, I'm really excited, and I get to actually teach 3 to 4 class sessions. I haven't decided what I want to teach yet, but it's really cool because I'll just be interacting with the students just as he does. Being a peer facilitator isn't just being kind of a second teacher. It's going to give me the chance to hang out with students, and if they need help getting around on campus or knowing what to do, or even little things like knowing when the library is open or what computer labs you can get a spot in, I'll be the person they can come to, kind of easily talk to, and I'm really looking forward to that. I want to be someone that's easily approachable, and being a peer facilitator will give me that chance. One of the unique courses you can take in the honors program is critical thinking about the environment. It's a social sciences seminar, and the program offers different seminars on all sorts of topics, and this is one that has been consistently offered. I took the class this spring with Steve Steele, and it really changed the way I look at the social and political issues that come with environmental issues. A lot of people think that being green is so hip right now, but they're not even really thinking about what goes into being green. So if you actually think about some of the things you're buying that are organic or considered, part of an eco lifestyle, they might be more harmful for the environment than you actually know. So this class let me look at all the backgrounds from, just the influence that politics, religion, transportation, food production, all of those influence the environment. And even though we only had 4 people in my class, it was probably the most rewarding class I've had this semester, maybe even in the past couple of years. It was just so easy to talk with 4 people in there, and Steve Steele was a great professor who actually lives the sustainable lifestyle we were talking about. It was really unique to actually meet someone who does what they're saying instead of just talks about it. And I think that class really influenced my lifestyle changes in the past semester. I'm more conscious now about the choices I make when I am shopping or even grocery shopping. I started going to the farmer's market here in Bowling Green because I like to know where my vegetables are coming from. And I'm trying to shy away from a meat-centered diet because, being vegetarian or vegan can also be considered kind of like the hip green thing to do right now. but a meat-centered diet is actually more harmful for the environment than being a vegetarian. So that's something I learned that I didn't know before too. So that class was a unique seminar that I got to take because I was in the honors program, and I don't think I would have learned this kind of material outside of this class, so I was really lucky to have taken it.